take it back because we're fighting back, and that's why the liberals, the only weapon that they have, the only tactic they have is to try and intimidate you and me and people all over this country. And you see, I call this movement going on across the country the spirit of America, the real spirit of America. All the way back to the founding fathers when they said life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They didn't say anything about a guarantee. It said pursuit of happiness. And the last time I checked, there wasn't in Washington, D.C. a Department of Happy, like some people think. Government can't make people happy. But unfortunately, a lot of people have drunk the Kool-Aid, thinking that the government is the answer to all of their problems. No, the founding fathers knew that. That's why they penned that great document, the Declaration of Independence. And unlike our current president and others, I do not believe it needs to be rewritten, or I do not believe that you need to leave out endowed by their creator. No, leave it the way it is. Leave it alone. When I first heard the president do a speech, and when he got to endowed by our creator, and he skipped that, I said, well, maybe his teleprompter malfunctioned. But when he did it 2 more times, I said, that was no accident. That was no accident. And then when I saw a news clip of a representative, a member of the House of Representatives from Minnesota by the name of Representative Betty McCullough, lead the House of Representatives in the Pledge of Allegiance. And when she got to the part, one nation, she skipped on the government. She skipped over on the government. And the first time I started to get really concerned about where this administration was trying to position this nation was when our president in his first year was traveling abroad on foreign soil and had the nerve to say that we were not a Christian nation. I got news for you, Mr. President. We are a Judeo-Christian nation, and we're going to keep it that way. We are going to keep it that way. That's what's going on across this country. And when the Tea Party first got going, I've been speaking at Tea Party for 2 years now. Love it, love it. Remember when we first started out? They wanted to call us crazy. You know, I told a couple of groups, I said, yeah, let them call us crazy. We're crazy about the Declaration, and we're crazy about the Constitution, and we're crazy about the greatest country in the world, and we're crazy about liberty and freedom. That's what we're crazy about. That's why you're out here today. One of the things that has inspired me and so many other people is if you read the Declaration of Independence, and you get to the part that says life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I had a caller to my radio show call and say, Mr. Cain, he said, I'm frustrated. I don't like what's going on. Welcome to the club, dude. But I don't know what to do. Well, are you registered to vote? Yes. Are you, do you vote regularly? Yes. Do you vote the right way? Yes, I think so. She said, but I feel like I need to do more. I said, do you remember the Declaration of Independence? You know that part that everybody remembers, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness? He said, yes. I said, go get a copy of the Declaration of Independence. And don't stop there, keep reading. See, that's the second best part, which says that when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. We've got to alter the occupant of the White House. We've got to change control of the Senate. We've got some altering and some abolishing to do. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here. We've got some altering and abolishing to do, and it's already started. It started before November 2nd, but November 2nd was when our energy and determination really showed up. And when I woke up on the morning of November the 3rd, I breathed a cautious sigh of relief. I said cautious because I knew that that still meant that we had a lot of work to do, that it wasn't over, and that they were going to continue to try and intimidate us, scare us off, depress us, discourage us. That hasn't happened, and I don't believe that it is going to happen. Here are three things that we need to do that I hope you will remember as we continue this journey to take back our government. First, stay informed. Stay informed. Stupid people are ruining America. And when we were at that demonstration in Madison today, you know, we saw signs that illustrated that they had drunk the Kool-Aid about what was going on. You know, accusing Governor Walker of union busting and wanted to eliminate collective bargaining rights. You know, Governor Walker said this when he was running, and he still got elected. He said to the people of Wisconsin, "We are broke." What part of broke don't you understand? But they still want to insist on unreasonable demands in terms of benefits and retirement for the government workers. Still want to insist upon it. This is why states like New York, California, Michigan, and others are in trouble today. Because nobody stood up and said enough is enough. We can't continue to pay out what we do not have. And I reminded them today that, you know what? Today you might be broke. You have a governor that's trying to keep you from becoming dead broke. I said, do you all know what the difference is between broke and dead broke? When you broke, you can at least borrow some money from a friend. But when you're dead broke, nobody wants to talk to you. And that's where you all are headed. That's where this nation is headed. America's already broke. But somebody needs to take away the credit card from the president and the Congress before we become dead broke and nobody will buy our debt. We got to stay informed. That was a liberal TV commentator who said, Wisconsin doesn't have a budget deficit. See, this is the kind of garbage that they put out there to make people think everything is okay. You don't have a problem. Yes, they do have a big problem. So we have to stay informed. Know what's going on. That's why you come to meetings like this. That's why you talk to one another. That's why you email one another. That's why you go to the correct sites to get accurate information about what's going on. So stay informed. One of the most dangerous things that they ever did was put me on the radio full time. They messed up. Because that forced me to have to stay on top of all of the issues. So I kept my listeners informed every night, 5 nights a week, 3 hours a night. And when health care reform was coming down the track, I kept explaining to people, no, that wasn't a misspoken word, health care reform. Because see, when you reform something, it's supposed to get better. Has it gotten any better yet? No, and it's getting worse. Healthcare reform, you know, cap and trade and tax and kill, and how they rushed that through, and all of the other stuff that they were bringing down the track. So it forced me to stay on top of all of these issues, to understand and to be able to explain.